In a world where superpowers race for military supremacy, where the sky trembles under the roar of powerful engines, destructive machines move with full force, writing new chapters of deterrence and dominance. From stealth bombers that slip through radar to supersonic planes that know no bounds, this is the air power that defines global power balances. Five of the most dangerous bombers on Earth. Are you ready to uncover their secrets? In Virginia, at the National Air and Space Museum, the B-29 bomber is displayed, the aircraft that dropped the atomic bomb on Hiroshima, Japan in 1945. That same year, British and American bombers dropped around 70 tons of bombs on Berlin. Just days ago, the American B-2 stealth bomber was used in strikes on 5 underground weapons storage sites in Yemen, controlled by Iran-backed Houthi forces. The U.S. Secretary of Defense revealed that this operation was a display of the B-2's capabilities, using GBU-57 bunker buster bombs. This was a clear message to Iran that the bomber can reach any target, anywhere, making anyone rethinking hiding underground. The intense arms race among superpowers never ceases, pushing them to create more machines of death and destruction, including the giant strategic bombers many nations prepare for executing the most dangerous and devastating missions. Now, let us introduce you to 5 of the world's deadliest bombers, 2 American, 2 Russian, and 1 Chinese. In this short documentary by Mahauer Channel, don't forget to like and subscribe to help us continue delivering more content, God willing. B-1 Lancer, the supersonic giant. The B-1 Lancer is a supersonic strategic bomber, one of the main pillars of American deterrence doctrine. The project for this aircraft began in the 1960s when the United States needed a supersonic aircraft to replace the B-52 bomber. Driven by American persistence, the first prototype was completed in December 1974, and the aircraft entered service with the U.S. Air Force in 1986. It remains in service today as a long-range bomber, with the U.S. Air Force possessing 67 of these aircraft. One of the most remarkable aspects of the B-1 is its design to withstand nuclear explosions. The airframe was reinforced specifically to resist nuclear blast effects, which increased the plane's weight to 40 tons. However, this did not prevent it from taking flight, as it was equipped with 4 engines with fixed air intake inlets. This configuration reduced its high-altitude speed and capability, but allowed it to sustain low-altitude, continuous flight at heights barely above the treetops. The B-1 Lancer is also equipped with specialized electronic jamming and warfare systems, reducing its radar profile to only 1/100th of the B-52. Additionally, it is outfitted with unique communication devices that can counter electromagnetic interference from nuclear explosions and communicate with satellites. The original radar of the B-1 was replaced with a smaller radar, like those used in cruise missiles, capable of tracking ground contours. This enables it to fly at very low altitudes, automatically following the terrain. The B-1 was also the first bomber to feature the new technology known as stealth, which remains classified. This stealth technology inspired the design of the American F-19 fighter jet, enabling the B-1 to pass undetected over radar defenses. American military engineers went even further by equipping the B-1 with alert systems and electronic processors to locate where it was hit by enemy defenses, assess the damage, and determine ways to overcome it. This aircraft truly represents the pinnacle of technological achievement, bringing together various technological innovations. The B-1 Lancer has a length of 44.5 meters, a height of 10.4 meters, a maximum payload capacity of 216 tons, and a range of up to 9,000 kilometers. B-2 Spirit, the mysterious flying shadow. The second American bomber, named the B-2 Spirit, was deployed in strikes over Yemen. This bomber is exclusive to the U.S. Air Force and was designed as a nuclear missile carrier during the Cold War. It is among the most expensive aircraft ever built, and due to the high manufacturing costs, the U.S. government limited production to 21 aircraft instead of the planned 135. The B-2 Spirit relies on 4 powerful engines, each providing 78.47 kilonewtons of thrust. This aircraft was designed to remain operational until 2040, and to keep up with military advancements, programs have been dedicated to updating and continuously upgrading it. One of the primary updates includes a program focused on producing radar-absorbing materials more efficiently. Given that its radar cross-section forms the main line of defense against radar detection, the designers have employed 3 physical principles to achieve radar evasion: canceling electromagnetic waves. This is achieved by emitting a counter wave with the same frequency and power, but in reverse phase, effectively neutralizing both waves. This approach, which falls under the active radar countermeasures category, includes numerous devices, though their specifications remain classified. Absorption of electromagnetic waves. Certain materials can absorb radar waves or electromagnetic waves, commonly referred to as RAM, radar absorbent material. These materials fall into 2 categories: narrowband absorbers, designed to block a specific radar frequency; broadband absorbers, created to absorb a wider range of radar frequencies. B-2 designers combined both types to create a coating that works across a broad frequency range, although they faced challenges with the coating's sensitivity and high susceptibility to damage. Reflection of radar waves. American engineers crafted the B-2's shape to prevent radar waves from striking the aircraft's body at right angles, thereby redirecting radar signals away from the source. This results in radar signals scattering in all directions except back toward the radar. Since the aircraft is designed to operate at high altitudes where radar detection is typically ground-based, the engines are mounted above the wing, and all weapons and systems are stored inside, unlike most other aircraft where they are mounted externally. Furthermore, the B-2 is equipped to detect enemy radars before they can detect it. To achieve this, the aircraft is fitted with an active radar capable of identifying enemy radar sites and locating their positions. Finally, it is equipped with an electronic warfare system or jamming device known as ZSR-63. The specifications of these devices remain classified to this day. The B-2 Spirit has a wingspan of 52 meters, a length of 21 meters, a height of 5 meters, a payload capacity of 18 tons, and an operational range of up to 12,000 kilometers. Tu-95MS, the distant flying bear. Now, we present an example of Russia's response to these bombers, the Tu-95MS. This aircraft is the fastest turboprop plane in the world. It entered service in 1956 and remains operational in the Russian Air Force, expected to continue until 2040. One of its advantages over jet aircraft is its reduced visibility to enemy satellites. Originally designed to carry nuclear bombs, the Tu-95 was later modified to fulfill multiple roles and is now capable of carrying various cruise missiles, including those with nuclear warheads. Among them is the X-101 missile, which has a range of up to 5,500 kilometers, allowing the bomber to strike targets beyond enemy air defenses. It can easily reach many potential targets without leaving Russian airspace. One unusual task or hobby of the Tu-95 crew has been tracking American aircraft carriers. The bomber would descend to a distance of 100 meters at 200 kilometers away and approach U.S. carriers undetected, sometimes flying over them and making friendly gestures. This maneuver was used in 2008 in the Sea of Japan, when a Tu-95 from Khabarovsk flew twice at an altitude of 600 meters over the USS Nimitz aircraft carrier. The Tu-95MS measures 49.5 meters in length, with a wingspan of 51.10 meters and a height of 12.12 meters. It has a maximum takeoff weight of 188 tons, a cruising speed of 920 kilometers per hour, and an operational range of 15,000 kilometers. Tupolev Tu-160, the White Swan. The Tu-160 is a supersonic strategic bomber with variable geometry wings, designed by the Tupolev Design Bureau in the Soviet Union during the 1970s. It is the largest and heaviest military aircraft capable of speeds over Mach 2, and the largest swing-wing aircraft ever built. Entering service in 1987, it became the last strategic bomber designed in the Soviet Union. Currently, 17 Tu-160 bombers are in service with the Russian Air Force, earning the nickname White Swan due to its formidable capabilities. The Tu-160 can fly at supersonic speeds exceeding 2,000 kilometers per hour and stay airborne for up to 25 hours. The upgraded version, named Tu-160M, features modernized components with up to 80% of its parts being newly developed. The Tu-160 has a length of 54.1 meters, a wingspan of 55.7 meters, and a height of 13.1 meters. It can carry a payload of up to 40 tons and can be armed with up to 12 missiles. Xi'an H-6, the Chinese mother of bombs. Turning to the third military competitor, the People's Liberation Army in China, the production of the Shion H6 bomber was based on the Russian Tu-16. It entered service in 1969 and was originally designed to carry general-purpose bombs and a single nuclear bomb. It is armed with two 23mm cannons and air-to-surface missiles. China later developed a nuclear-capable variant named the H-6K, equipped to carry and launch nuclear weapons with airborne ballistic missiles. This version was unveiled in 2019. According to the U.S. Department of Defense, this bomber provides the Chinese Air Force with long-range offensive air capabilities with precision-guided munitions. The H-6 can reach altitudes of up to 12,800 meters, with a range of 6,000 kilometers and a payload capacity nearing 40 tons. The bomber measures 34.8 meters in length, has a wingspan of 33 meters, and a height of 10.36 meters. In conclusion, strategic bombers remain a symbol of military power and technological advancement. The superpowers continue to compete in developing these aircraft to ensure superiority on the battlefield. These machines showcase their power in reaching distant targets and destroying them with precision, making them a testament to the modern era and the global struggle of powers, understanding only the language of strength, pure strength alone.